Welcome back to Ascendant. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. These are the top 10 things that I would like to see added into the first Ascendant, whether it's in the next season or the future seasons. And I got it kind of divided up between a couple of UI things, a bunch of quality of life, and then one major bug that I would love to just have eradicated for good. So let's get into it. For the first item in the game, I want a Beastiary. Like a full catalog library, so to speak, of every enemy in the game that you have encountered so far, what it looks like, a full 3D model that you can rotate around, its weaknesses, its faction, a little bit of lore about that enemy unit, where it comes from, how it operates, things like that. I think that would be a really great way to kind of give the world a more lived-in feel and understanding of just what this enemy is. Where do they come from? Why are they doing what they're doing? Next up, I'd like to see some lifetime stats. Somewhere in the game have a statistics page that'll show how many enemies you've killed, how many enemies you've killed with skills, with weapons, overall, how many Colossus have you killed, how many times have you died, how many times have you rezzed somebody, how many missions have you done successfully. Things like that, just an overall stats page that gives us a little more veteran feel in the game. Something that says, look at all the stuff that I've done in this game, and some page or stat to quantify that. Next up, I want to talk about challenge and award tracking on the UI menu. So normally when you track an item that you are targeting or an item that you want to drop in the game, there is a little menu that you can push U on PC, or you can push, I'm not sure what button it is on console, but it can toggle between what your current mission objective is and the items that you're tracking. I would like to see weekly and daily challenges and awards from your journals be tracked on that page as well, instead of always having to go into your game menu. It seems very, very heavy-handed to always go into your game menu for that. I'd like to see it toggleable on the actual UI so you can see it without having to go into your menus. So let's talk about paints and colors. Let us have full color palettes as a one-time buy that are themed after either events, seasons, specific colors, however you want to theme it, and sell us those individual palettes so we can use over and over for anything in the game that we would want to color. I know that paints are a recurring revenue source for Nexon, but I really feel like having one-time purchase palettes for different themes would allow us and give us more freedom to paint however we wanted to, whenever we wanted to. And in the long run, I think this would go a long way in fostering goodwill for the community and gaining more player trust so that they would be more willing to purchase skins in the future, having these paints or these color palettes that are usable many times instead of being a single-use consumable that we hoard for who knows how long until the right time comes along. Next up, I want to talk about catalyzing descendants and having a base level reset depending on what your MR is in the game. And let me give you an example of this. Say that you were mastery rank 20. When you add a crystallization catalyst to your descendant, you only get reset to level 10 or level 15, or pick whatever arbitrary number that you want. But I think when you're a higher mastery rank in the game, when you reset via crystallization catalyst, you shouldn't go all the way back to 0. You should be rewarded for grinding out that high MR in a way that makes it meaningful for faster and more efficient player growth, all the while giving you a valid reason to grind out all that extra mastery rank. So this one revolves around support requests, and definitely sparked by the new achievement that was put in the game for 500 support requests. I think that if you are playing the game and you are not set to private for matchmaking, that you should automatically send out a support request whenever you join a mission or whenever you die or something similar to that effect, so that it fosters a more multiplayer / open world type of gameplay, so you don't feel as alone if you load into an area and there's nobody there. So this feature revolves around our beloved pet in the game, the current Hagio sheepdog, which auto dismantles items for us. Get rid of the cooldown for it. There should not be a cooldown on auto dismantle in this game, especially in any looter shooter where you'll be picking up trash items that you need to break down for materials. This ridiculous timer on auto dismantle, even at max level for your fellow, is just absurd. There's no need for it. I hear this one time and time again from a lot of people in the game, as well as my community and in the official Discord. Why can't we target mods for targeted rewards? If the mod is a mission drop, let us target that as a reward. I understand mods that just drop regularly from regular monsters or things like that, but if it's an end of mission reward, let us target those mods. have the targeted progression on completion be relevant to what the mod's original drop rate is. Let us grind for this. We're still gonna have to play the game, or we're still gonna have to play the mission X number of times to get the drop. But there's nothing worse than having to do Heart of the Fortress 100 times and still not have the mod drop that you really want to complete your build. And I thought this is what targeted rewards were introduced to alleviate anyway, with outposts and the terrible amorphous grind from fragments to fusion reactors to outposts themselves. Why not extend this functionality into mods too and just make the game more approachable for everybody? So while making builds and things approachable to people, give us actual difficult content to really flex our skills in. Void Erosion Purge level 20 was okay. We'll see what 21 to 30 gives us, but give us something that's really going to test our skills. I don't want to go in and mash one button and complete the entire activity. Make us think about our team composure when we go into an activity. Stomp us into the ground and make us go back to Albion and say, oh, we got to think about this a little bit more. Give us content that requires effort, more effort. And I never felt more accomplished in this game as when we took down Gluttony. It was one of the most amazing feelings to tackle such a difficult challenge with a group of people and get rewarded for it. Bring content like that back into the game. Give us something that's going to stomp us in the dirt and make us think about how to approach it. Last but not least, there's one bug in this game that absolutely just drives me up the wall, and it's when you get sticky feet, magnet boots, whatever you want to call it. There are times where you can't jump anymore. There's ways to get out of it. You can grapple and jump in the middle of the grapple and the functionality returns to you, but oh my gosh, this is one of the most annoying bugs in the game, and definitely please, please fix this. I didn't mention optimization because I think we can all agree this game can be optimized a little bit more. But if you did like the video, or if you didn't, or if you've got some stuff that you would want fixed in the game that I didn't mention at all, let me know down in the comments below. As always, I think we got the best community on TFD. If you want to join our Discord and hang out with us, the links will be down below. And we stream every night on Twitch, Monday through Friday. Come on over, see us, and hang out a little bit. But until next time, Descendants, Zero out.